Welcome to Project Rewire, where I take you through living my life without online entertainment. This is everything that happened in the month of September, my 9th month living without online entertainment. What did I get done? What did I discover? What are my goals for next month? We're covering all of that inside of this video. First of all, let's start off by reviewing what happened last month, and I think there's no better way of doing this than watching what I said last month. What did I say in my month 8 review on Project Rewire? Did I actually live up to that? Did I get the things done that I said I was going to get done? Let's find out. So what are the goals of September 2025? What am I going to try to do? What am I trying to get done? What are the objectives? I reckon this is going to be a massive month for me. It's going to be a really big month, particularly because I'm going to start some projects. I'm going to start some big projects and I'm going to start documenting them, putting them on the YouTube channel, putting them on the Instagrams and all the social medias. But I'm going to start 4 big projects. All right, so the 4 projects, I had Project Rewire, which you're seeing right now. I had the Project Monthly Marathon, the Greek God Project, and the Fluency Project. So yes, we started all of those series. I've documented all of it. We're still going. So as far as getting the projects started, getting the projects documented, getting them up on the YouTube channel, yes, we have got that done. So objective number 1 of starting those 4 projects, tick, we got that done. So downstream from that, the second thing I'm going to try to accomplish is to run my 3rd marathon. This marathon. Okay, so running marathon number 3, done. We did that as well. So yeah, we got that done. This was our best marathon as well. Our big objective for this marathon was to try and run it without cramping a bunch. We did that. We didn't cramp, which is really good. Also got a PR time for the marathon. So yes, tick, we got our 3rd marathon done in month number 3 of running a marathon every single month. Third thing I'm going to try and do is put 120 hours into learning Spanish, in particular comprehensible input, Okay, so 120 hours of comprehensible input. This was an ambitious goal, that's for sure. Basically meant that I would have to consume 4 hours of Spanish content, Spanish videos every single day. So a very ambitious target, and we got it done. We accomplished that one as well. So this was a tough one because for this month of receiving the Spanish input, I basically had to consume everything watching videos. So it required 100% of my attention. So this was a tough one this month, trying to put 120 hours, 4 hours a day into watching Spanish videos. However, we got it done, and now I can basically start receiving input through audio only, which is very beneficial because it means I can get a lot more hours in without having to put a lot of physical time into dedicating to just learning Spanish. So that was a big objective, a tough goal, an ambitious one, but we got it done. The 4th one is to continue with consistently just dialing in the nutrition, the training, the sleep, all that stuff. It wasn't perfect last month because dialing in the sleep, the training, the nutrition. I know that's a pretty ambiguous thing to say, but I reckon we did that. So this month, the average sleep score was about 88%, so very good. The nutrition was just super locked. I mean, it was perfect. I don't really think it could get much better based on my understanding of nutrition anyway. And then the last one was the training. So the training, yeah, it was really good. I mean, the training in terms of the weightlifting was very good. I progressed my strength a significant amount. I think the physique has been better this month than it was last week. In terms of my running training, that was just really limited by my injuries. I've had a few injuries this month, which have prevented me from running as much as I would like to. But in terms of dialing in, working with what I have, and getting the training, the nutrition, the sleep on point, I would say absolutely tick of approval. Got that one done as well. And the 5th objective is to bring my biological age to under 18 years old. So I'm currently at like 18.5 years old according to my Whoop. 18.7. So the biological age, getting that below 18, did we get that done? I can see we were at 18.7 with a pace of aging of negative 0.2x. Yes, we got that done. Our biological age now just says under 18. It doesn't specify the specific age, but we did get it under 18. I think our pace of aging right now is negative 0.6. So I guess that means in 40 years time or in 30 years time, I'll be a fetus. We'll see if that's the reality. But yeah, the biological age, according to Whoop, is under 18. So those were my 5 objectives for this month. Tick, 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 tick. Got them all done, which is really nice to see. We're setting goals and we're actually accomplishing them, which is nice to see. So that segues actually very nicely into my biggest discovery of the month. What was my biggest learning, my biggest discovery of the month? My biggest discovery was that words are completely worthless because most people are not taking action. There's a lot of things that I've said to people over the past year, for example, that I've said and it's been like, okay, yeah, cool, we'll see. Like, okay, we'll see. Sure. All right, let's see. And a lot of that is because people talk a lot and then don't take action. They always talk about these things that they're going to do, but never take action. So when I say something, there's a lot of people who say, okay, sure, we'll see. I'll give you an example of this. So last year, I was working in a 9-to-5 in an accounting job, and I said, right, screw this. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to start an online business. In 2026, I'm going to move to South America. And everyone was like, okay, cool. All right, sure. Let's see. I'm looking forward to this. And then a few weeks ago, we booked flights to South America. We booked all of our accommodations, all our Airbnbs. Everything has been sorted. So all of those people that said, we'll see, well, now you're seeing. Second one, at the start of this year, I said, I'm going to try and run a marathon every single month. And to be fair, at the start of this year, I hadn't run more than 10Ks in my entire life. So, all right, cool, we'll see. All right, yep, look forward to seeing that. All right. I just ran my 3rd marathon and I'm running my 4th marathon this weekend in 4 months. So I'm doing it. I'm doing the marathon every month and it's actually happening. I'm getting it done. Third example, setting this goal of learning Spanish, consuming Spanish content 4 hours every day for a month. In fact, the goal is for 6 months, but I've only done a month so far. Right, sure, we'll see. Let's watch you do this. All right, let's see how it goes. Boom, did it. All right, we're still going obviously, but first month complete. There's a lot of things that I say and I get almost offended that people don't believe me or they have doubt. But at the end of the day, it's just because so many people say things and then take zero action. They take no action on what they say. There's all of these empty words. There's never action behind it. So big revelation was that words mean nothing because people don't take action. And the only thing that you can do is continue to take action and build up a big mountain of proof behind yourself so that it's very hard to question, to doubt yourself. And it's very hard for other people to doubt you as well. Right, so what are my objectives for October of 2025? What are my goals? What am I trying to get done? First one for me is I want to post a piece of short form content every single day. So I've been very consistent with the YouTube, posting 3 videos a week. It's been, I don't know, over 6 months now, but I want to try and lock in on the short form content. I reckon there's a big opportunity there. I think it's definitely going to help the brand bring more traffic into my YouTube channel. So doing 7 pieces of short form content, posting that on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube Shorts. That is my first objective. You'll get to see whether I do that or not because it's going to be on the YouTube channel. Goal number 2 is to run my 4th marathon in month number 4 of running marathons. I'll let you guys in on a little secret. I haven't run since the last marathon. I've had 2 separate injuries which have prevented me from doing any form of running. So this is going to be difficult. I plan on running this marathon this weekend. It is going to be damn hard, but the last 3 have been damn hard as well. So I'm not sure there's going to be much difference there. So that is goal number 2, to run marathon number 4 in month number 4. Objective number 3 is to consume another 120 hours of Spanish content. Yes, ambitious again. Now I can receive input through my ears, so hopefully it's slightly easier, although I don't have that initial motivation, momentum, so I'm just relying on my systems, I'm relying on integrating this into my lifestyle, but that's goal number 3, to get 120 hours of Spanish in. The first 120 hours, oh my goodness, I saw a ridiculous improvement in my understanding, my comprehension of the Spanish language. All I'm doing is replacing what I would be watching TV, when I would be scrolling, when I'd be playing video games, anything where I'd be using online entertainment, I'm just replacing it with Spanish content. So the goal is another 120 hours. If I keep going at the rate of 120 hours per month until March next year, then I'll have my 1,000 hours in, I'll be conversationally fluent, I'll be ready for the time I head to South America. Very, very exciting. So that is objective number 3. The fourth goal is a similar goal to last time. It's to stay consistent with my training, with my sleep and nutrition. I'm going to be more specific this time because last time was a bit ambiguous. I was a little bit vague. I want it to be very, very specific and quantifiable. In terms of my nutrition, I want to make sure I'm hitting 100% of my micronutrient targets and hitting my protein and calorie targets every single day. In terms of the sleep, I want to average around a 90 sleep score this month, which will be a slight improvement over last month. And in terms of the training, I want to do 4 weightlifting sessions every week, 2 upper sessions, 2 lower sessions. I may miss 1 session or 2 sessions just because if I'm running a marathon, I don't want to have done a leg day the day before. So those are my objectives for October of 2025. That's what I got done. It was exactly what I said I would get done. My big discovery, my big realization of the month is a lot of people don't get done what they say they're going to get done, which devalues the currency of someone's word. That is it for Project Rewire Month 9 review. I hope you've realized that there's a lot of goals that you can probably actually get done. Stop talking, start taking action. A great way to help you to take that action is to get rid of all the online entertainment like I'm doing right now. It makes it so much easier for you to do difficult things. It rewires your brain to start seeking purposeful and meaningful activities rather than quick and instant fixes. If you want to discover how I removed all of this online entertainment without requiring any willpower whatsoever, then you can join my free community. I'll leave a link in the description below for you to check out. If you liked the video, if you found it interesting, if you got some value out of it, then please like it, subscribe to the YouTube channel. There's probably a video somewhere around here that you might be interested in, so I will see you in one of those.